Welsh ministers have set out their draft budget for 2026-2027, proposing how public money will be spent across the country over the coming year. The draft, now under discussions in the Senedd, include plans for health, education, housing, transport and climate change, alongside provisions for local government and public services. The budget document shows overall spending of just over £25 billion, with modest increases in key services. Health and social care see additional funding aimed at improving waiting times and supporting community services, while education gets extra resources for school, children with special educational needs, and mental health support. Housing initiatives include continued investment in social housing and support for first-time buyers. Climate change is another key focus, with funding earmarked for net zero energy projects, electric vehicle infrastructure, and urban green initiatives. Local government will see a 2.5% increase in funding, though councils have warned that this may not fully cover rising costs and service pressures. In response to the budget, the Welsh Conservatives have criticised the proposals, calling it business as usual, and arguing it lacks bold reforms or ambition. Their spokesperson said local services are facing inflationary pressures, but this budget doesn't provide councils with the resources that they really need to protect vital services. Plaid Cymru welcomed the emphasis on regional investment and community support, describing some of the measures as a step in the right direction for tackling inequalities across Wales. Meanwhile, the Liberal Democrats called for longer-term sustainability planning, urging ministers to focus on tackling housing shortages and environmental targets more aggressively. Other organisations have also weighed in. The Institute for Fiscal Studies highlighted that while the spending increases are positive, inflation and rising service costs could limit their real-world impact, warning that councils may still face difficult decisions about cuts or council tax rises. Meanwhile, the Welsh NHS Confederation said that additional funding for health services was welcomed, but called for clearer detail on how it will be allocated to reduce pressures in hospitals and community care. The Welsh Government need the budget to pass in the Senedd, which could be difficult given their lack of a majority at the moment. They need other parties to support the budget, and the Welsh Conservatives have said they're open to conversations to get some of their plans into the budget in order for it to pass.
As the budget negotiations continue between the Welsh Government and the Welsh Conservatives, will you ensure that growing the economy is the absolute central focus of that, and will you back our plans to scrap stamp duty in Wales to encourage more people to move back to Wales after they graduate?
It's interesting when you look at the proportion of people in Wales who actually do not pay stamp duty currently. So I would say there were a couple of things that you said there. One is the question of engagement.